So I actually have to apologize. I may have made a mistake with my first video. I had uploaded a video and tried to edit it earlier today, and I realized how badly it sucked. I guess I need someone to start filming me, and I can't film myself because the lighting was awful. My eyes looked like they were possessed by demonic things because they were so blacked in from shadowing. I used my hands way too much, and I just decided that rather than going back and refilming my intro and not getting an intro video to my account until next week, that I'm just gonna suck it up and look like an astronaut for about 6 minutes to explain what my blog's gonna be about. So I'm sorry for this really awkward earpiece, but this is my last chance for the rest of the week to get something uploaded. I guess I can either do it this way, I could do it this way. It's actually more comfortable, so I'll probably just go this way anyway. So as I said in the video that I pre-recorded 6 times and ended up trashing, welcome to my blog. This is the first video that will be posted, version number 7 or 8 now, to my new blog, The College Homemaker. My blog is about cooking and being a college student and learning how to cook for the budget and amount of resources that you have. I'm doing this blog for a multitude of reasons. Primarily have to do an honors senior project, and I'm really bored of just doing the basic research projects which everyone else seems to be doing. I'm creative, so I wanted to do something that maybe showed that off a little bit. I don't really know much about videos or editing, so it's a learning curve for me, but I have used iMovie before, which is what I'm using. Outside of that, in the last few years, I've really come to love cooking. I like doing it as kind of my own personal form of meditation, relaxation. You could almost say yoga in the kitchen without actually having to do the awkward stretches and making your muscles sore. Anyway, so this blog, it's going to be more about cooking as a college student, i.e. why it's called The College Homemaker. Unlike what the name implies, I'm not really a homemaker. I do live with a guy, but he's my roommate and my best friend, and I don't really even take care of him. So I guess in that essence, the whole homemaker thing, it's really just kind of supposed to be something funny and catchy and not really implying anything that it means except that I'm a woman and cooking in the kitchen. Just kidding, that was supposed to be a joke. So, what this is more or less is a resource hopefully for other college students, or even just other people that don't really know much about cooking or have a limited budget or limited time or limited resources and want to learn a little bit more. Some of the features of the blog are going to include some challenges. For example, many challenges college students face when they're looking in their fridge every night, or in their pocket, or in their wallet, such as cooking for $5 or less, cooking with really minimal ingredients, also maybe using leftovers from something like leftover pizza, leftover subs, leftover Chinese, anything like that. I do have some creative ideas with that. Outside of that, looking to do something kind of like an Iron Chef mockery, more or less. I'm going to ask my friend or my roommate or someone to give me 5 ingredients at most, and I have to make up a meal out of it. Also would like to do that in someone else's kitchen, maybe using the ingredients that they have in their fridge, so if you're interested in that, please let me know. In addition, I'm thinking about doing a couple segments about how to impress your parents, a boyfriend or girlfriend, a friend who's coming over, because let's face it, most people, when they look at you and you say you're a college student, think that you don't know anything outside of reading a book, going to class, and writing a paper, which honestly a lot of us don't right now. So to be able to impress your parents without having to say let's go out for dinner, even though that's always the best option if they offer it to you, is kind of a cool thing to be able to do. I hope in this video to use a lot of humor. I'm rather sarcastic and dry. Notice my monotone voice. It's just how I talk. It's how I write. So I hope you kind of find it funny. I'm going to try to be without being overly ridiculous and almost dumb sounding. But before I get started with any of the videos, a couple things I do have to let you know. And I guess you could say they're not really rules because I have no rules for this really, just more or less guidelines that I need to follow and a couple little tidbits of information that I need you to know. Primarily, it's important for you to know that I am not a professional by any means or a stretch of the imagination. I have never had any formal training, no one's ever taught me anything, but with that being said, if you are a professional, have been taught some form of skill like cutting, please let me know. I'd love to have you on my blog with me or just give me some information. Therefore, in my blog, if I'm cutting improperly or using improper terminology, please don't fault me on it. I've entirely self-taught outside of obsessing over Rachel Ray and probably reading her magazines like someone would read the Bible. As I said before, I'm not scripted. I do this entirely on the fly, even though it's now cost me 7 different retries of this video, and now I'm forced to do it in this awkward, ugly white room with this microphone and ear set held up to my mouth. This will be the only time, hopefully, you see a video like this. The rest of them will be in my kitchen, which has awful lighting and white walls. Really boring. I apologize. But totally unscripted, totally live, and because of that, there's a couple more things you need to know. Because I'm filming this unscripted, you're going to notice I'm clumsy, I drop things, I break things, and more importantly, I burn myself all the time. I apologize now for anything that might fly out of my mouth. I will try especially hard to prevent that. Also, on that note, I do speak Spanish fluently, so if I throw some Spanish words whenever I'm cooking in, I apologize. It's just code switching. It happens when you speak 2 languages, as I'm sure a lot of you probably know. I'm trying to remember what else I put in the other video, but I don't really feel like going and watching the whole thing again, because that's the only way that I can actually remember what my other guidelines were. But at the moment, I guess I can't really think of anything besides, please don't take anything else from this title. I've already had someone approach me and say, don't you think you're going to get some backlash for that? And my reply was, I'm sorry. I mean, if you know me, you know that I don't mean it in any way that's anti-feminist or pro-feminist or anything like that. So it's just a title. Okay, now that you know kind of a little bit more what this blog's going to be about, what my videos are going to be about, and a little bit more about why I'm doing this and the guidelines per se, I'd just let you know my next video will hopefully be up by mid next week. I'm going to try to film it over the weekend and edit it Tuesday in between my classes. I am full-time, so the majority of my blog will probably be written, but I'm going to try to produce 1 to 2 videos a week when I get better at editing and filming, hopefully 2. That being said, the next video is actually going to be a challenge, like I had mentioned before, $5 or less. We're going to involve barbecue sauce and sausage, so I hope you're around for that. Also, please subscribe to this channel. I know this video is rather boring at first. I promise the next one won't be this bad. I promise to be out of this room and out of this awkward microphone astronaut headset thing. I probably just screwed up the sound when I did that too, so I apologize. So subscribe to the YouTube account, my blog also, thecollegehomemaker.blog.com. So start off with my blog. Write me some comments, go onto the YouTube, comment if there's anything you want to see, if you want to help out. Also do need some taste testers, so if you're ever free and want to eat some free food and hopefully like the free food that I'm making for you, let me know. Comment down here or send me an email. Otherwise, until then, I will see you in my kitchen next time, and have a great day.